Ha ha ha, take that, Jeff Bezos. I win today. You guys were like, buy it, buy it, buy it, buy it, buy it. I love this so much. Hello, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. That was super sweet of you. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm like all red today. I was really feeling a red makeup look today. This is another look I created using the new Oden's Eye Saga of Freja collection. This was using the main palette, you know, the little double-sided one. And this is honestly the most neutral look I have done in probably months. I know some of you might not think that red is neutral, but to me, red is a color that a leaf turns, and that's all it takes to be neutral. Yes, I'm including green in that, but I feel very neutral today. But I also feel very bold. I feel very powerful. I got a little red lip going on today. I got my red butterfly clips. I got my red shirt on. Oh, and I forgot to turn my air conditioner off. It might be a little loud in the background, but you know what? We're just gonna roll with it because you and I know this is really low production value over here, but the quality of the content is good. But that's not what this video is about. You did not click on this video for me to explain why I'm keeping my air conditioner on, as if I have to. It's a hot one out there. No, you clicked on this video because you, like me, have an interest in my mid-year makeup low-buy update. Oh my goodness, I've been having so much fun giving mid-year updates in June. I just did my mid-year makeup inventory update last week, and that was a freaking blast to see what I've acquired over the year. Oh my gosh. But I thought that I would follow up with a makeup low-buy update because I've been doing monthly updates. Every month I've been doing a monthly makeup roundup where I talk about all of the makeup I bought in that month, as well as all of the makeup that I got in PR or otherwise, or gifts from friends. So that's been really good for keeping track, but I'm just really interested to see it all laid out. So today I'm going to be physically showing you every single item I have bought so far this year, and I'm gonna be adding up the total that I've spent this year. So hopefully I'm either gonna be like, oh yeah, that's not so bad, or I'll be like, wow, this is humbling. I need to spend less. So I think it's gonna be really beneficial overall to just see everything laid out in front of me. So if that sounds like a topic that is interesting to you and you want to hear all of the juicy details of my mid-year makeup low-buy update, then I encourage you to please subscribe and keep on watching. It's coming at you right now. Okay, so chapter 1 of the video, scene 1 of the video, I am going to be showing you everything that I bought in the year 2021 so far. So let's go in order. In January, I did not buy much, yay, little patsy on the back there, but the biggest thing I bought in January was the Auric Glow Lust. If you don't know, Auric is Samantha Ravndahl's beauty brand that she launched this year. I was really excited about this product because Samantha has always been a really reliable source of complexion products for me, and I was not disappointed in this. She had a hefty price tag, I will give you that, Glow Lust. This was $45, but I do feel like it was a worthwhile investment because it is something I've incorporated into my everyday makeup routine, and I really love, and I know is just gonna last me forever. So that's, I'm not gonna talk about each item too much though. This is not a review, this is just me showing and telling, okay? So Auric Glow Lust was $45, great. I also bought a setting spray in January that I have since finished. I bought the e.l.f. Dewy Glow Mist. It looks like this. It's a really good setting spray. I would definitely buy it again. The sprayer is terrible. Do not use the sprayer. Be prepared to have your own empty spray bottle with a good spritzer on it, but that was a good purchase. Lasted me a few months, and I got that on Amazon for $6. I believe the regular price of it is $8, but they must have been having a sale, so I spent $6. And then the last thing I bought in January was this NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the shade Milk, which is not a new item at all. This is like a very old item, but I just been hearing about it forever, and it was one of those things where I just kind of threw it in my Amazon cart because it was only a couple dollars, and they accidentally sent me 2, so I got 2 for the price of 1. Ha ha ha, take that, Jeff Bezos. I win today. It's literally Prime Day. He still wins. It's fine though. I got a 2 for 1 on this Jumbo Eye Pencil, so this I spent $4 on. Okay, and that's already it for January. Oh my gosh, off to a hot start on the year. Okay, so then in February I bought the e.l.f. Luminous Putty Primer. I had previously used the original Poreless Putty Primer, really liked it, wanted to try the Luminous. I really like it too. Definitely gives a nice luminosity to the face, and I've been using it every freaking day since I got it, and this was $8. Okay, so then I also bought the Midas Cosmetics Bitchin' Cake Liner Palette, which is a water activated liner palette. I love it so much. I did buy this with my own money. This is before I was on their PR list, but this palette is so good. She's clearly very well loved. You can tell she's kind of messy looking. I am wearing 2 of the shades on my eyes today. I'm wearing these 2, and I love how they look. It's such a good palette. Such a good starter palette if you're getting into water activated liner because it's only $22. And if you use my discount code, you can save 20%, but that is affiliate, so feel free to not use it if you don't want to. But I got this for $22. And then I also got the Midas Cosmetics Zero Floss Setting Powder, which I love. This is such a good setting powder. I love that it adds both coverage as well as setting down my makeup. So altogether, very happy with this purchase, and this was $10. Okay, moving on to March. I bought the NYX Cosmetics The Brow Glue. Drives me nuts that it's called The Brow Glue. It just feels unnatural to say NYX The Brow Glue. Regardless, it's a product I really like and have been thoroughly enjoying, and I believe I got this on Amazon for $6. This is another example where the product itself is $8, but I got it for $6 because sometimes Amazon has stuff for cheaper, and I know we don't like Amazon, but sometimes they have stuff for cheaper, and I'm a cheap lady, so I will always buy the cheaper option. But anyway, this was $6. And then another item I don't have anymore because I totally used it up is the L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara. This mascara has been out for a million years. I've been using this one since I was in high school, and I just picked it up to give it another try. I hadn't used it in a few years, and I was curious to see if it was better than my Essence Lash Princess. It's not. It's not better. It's still good, but it's not better. But anyway, this was $6.99. Okay, and the last thing I bought that I literally forgot about until I was making this video is my Ardell Demi Wispies. You'll notice there's a pair of eyelashes in here that is clearly not Demi Wispies. That's from a random Amazon pack I got, and I just put them back in here. But I bought this pack of Demi Wispies because I really want to get good at false lashes this year. I know I've said it a million times, and I don't really like the Demi Wispies all that much. I don't know. I want to try them a different way because I don't like how they look on their own. Again, this is not a review, I promise. I'm almost done. I don't like how they look on their own on my lashes. I think they look very fake. I don't know, just like the way they're arranged doesn't look good on my lashes. But I was watching Katie's Instagram story and I saw that she stacks hers. Like she takes a regular Demi Wispy and then she cuts one in half and puts like half of it on the outer corner to give it a nice like flipped look at the end, and it looks so good on her. So I'm gonna try that and continue working on these. Again, not a review, but anyway, those were like $8.99. And I got a lash glue that was $2, so we'll bring that to $11. Okay, now here's everything I bought in the month of April. I got the MAC Glow Play blush in the shade Heat Index from TJ Maxx for $12.99, which still feels like a lot saying it out loud for blush because most of my blushes are pretty cheap, but this is normally a $30 blush from MAC, so I'm really happy to have this. I'm wearing it today. It's so pretty. I love the color. Oh, so nice. And then also in the month of April, I got this Alamar Colorette Blush Trio because I kept talking about it in a makeup that gives me FOMO video, and all of you guys were like, buy it, buy it, buy it, buy it, buy it. So I did exactly that. I did exactly what you guys told me to, and I bought it, and thank you so much for the recommendation because it's so good. Oh, I got the medium tan one, by the way, but it totally works on lighter skin tones. You just go in with a bit of a lighter hand, or if you're me, you just put on a bunch of it and you live your dang life because I just love blush so much, and I love this palette so much. I'm so happy to have it, and this was $25, but for 3 blushes, I felt like that was pretty good. Oh, and then lastly, I bought an Essence Lash Princess mascara for $4.99. Alrighty, now moving on to everything I bought in the month of May. I bought a lot more in person in the month of May because my mom picked me up and took me shopping, which was such a freaking blast. So in May, I got the NYX Bear With Me setting spray. I got this at CVS using my mom's CVS points, so I got this for like $5 and it's normally $10, and that was a great deal, and I'm enjoying it moderately. Not sure if I'll buy it again, but I'm liking it enough. It's a really good makeup melter, not the best hydrator, but you know, this is good. I got it for $5. And also in the month of May, I got the Milk Lip and Cheek Tint, and I got it in the shade Quickie. I got this from TJ Maxx for $8.99. It looks really deep in the stick, but it's not actually quite that deep. It's a really beautiful plum shade. Love it on the lips, love it on the cheeks. I love it all around, and I got it for $8.99 when it's normally like $30-something. So that was quite the steal for my good pals at TJ Maxx. All right, I think that was all I got in the month of May. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I'm probably gonna mix up these months and stuff because time is a farce. If 2020 taught us anything, it is that time is irrelevant, so some of these months may be off, but regardless, they were all bought in 2021. Okay, moving on to June. In June, I bought the Maybelline Sky High Mascara, which is the mascara I'm currently using. I love this so much. It's so good. TikTok totally hyped up this mascara to the point where I couldn't find it anywhere for months, and I was finally able to get it, and dang it, if those TikTokers weren't right about this mascara. It is so good, and I paid $8.99 for it. Okay, so I also bought a couple of things from Glisten Cosmetics. I just did a whole review on it on Monday. I'll link it on screen if you want to check it out, but I got one of their split liner palettes. I got the Opulence palette, which was done in collaboration with Be Mused by Betty, who is an incredible makeup artist who I follow on Instagram. Definitely go check out Betty. She is so talented, and I am loving this palette so far. And then I also got from Glisten Cosmetics one of their iridescent duochrome wet liners. These are so cool. Oh my gosh, I am literally blown away by these. You can't tell anything from just looking at it, but go watch that video and see the literal magic that is this wet liner. And anyway, this was $30. It's hard to know because everything was in pounds. All I know is at the end of this purchase, I had spent $45 total. I think this was like 30 and this was 10, and then with tax it turned out to be 45, but regardless, I spent $45 on Glisten Cosmetics in June. And then also in June, I literally bought this like 2 days ago. I went a little wild at my TJ Maxx on Saturday, but that's because they had some really good deals. So for $6.99, I got a mini of the Becca Cosmetics Champagne Pop Highlighter. I have been waiting to find a mini because I can't commit to buying a full one, because if I end up really liking it and then we know they're going out of business, so basically I just didn't want to fall in love with something that was gonna walk out on me. But I also heard recently, this is just a rumor, I heard that Becca might be selling their formulas to Smashbox, so I was like, whatever, okay, if I find it, then maybe I'll be able to find it at Smashbox in the future. I don't know, allegedly. I'm not sure if anything is true, but I did finally give in and buy this mini of Champagne Pop, and dang it if the hype isn't real, because it's really good and I'm so happy to have it. And it also came with a little mini lipstick, which I am not going to be keeping just because the shade is not really for me. It's just kind of like a boring mauve shade that I don't need, but I do have someone in mind I'm going to give it to, so it will be put to good use. But I still thought that the duo was worth it for $6.99 because we know how expensive Becca highlighters are, so very happy to have this. And then I also got a mini set of duos from Marc Jacobs. I got their Omega bronzer in Tantastic. Holy freaking moly, this is so good. Tara Brooke was not kidding when she said that this is incredible bronzer. I 100% bought this because I have heard Tara talk about how great it is, and she also got hers at TJ Maxx, so I was like, I want to be like Tara and have my little TJ Maxx Marc Jacobs bronzer, and now I have it, and I'm so happy to have it. And it also came with a Marc Jacobs mascara, which is honestly just lost in the depths that is my makeup desk right now. Do you guys want to see it? Yeah, that mascara is somewhere over there in the depths of my makeup desk, and I'm just not gonna be able to find it right now. But it did also come with a mini of whatever their like famous mascara is. I don't even know what it's called. The one in the black tube. You guys know what I'm talking about. But it came with a mini mascara and bronzer, and that was $10.99. Alrighty, so I believe that is everything that I have bought in 2021 so far. I did go ahead and do a little off-camera math. You know, I did a little beep beep boop boop on my calculator, and I am honestly really happy with the number that came out. It still sounds like a high number, like if you were to spend it all at once, but I spent $252 on makeup this year, and I don't think that's that bad considering how many items I showed you. And that's really what I feel like I want the focus of my makeup low buy to be more on, is like the amount I'm spending versus the amount of items I'm getting. Because as you heard when I was going through everything I bought in 2021, I bought a lot of sale items. I got a lot of good deals on items. My mom is an awesome CVS shopper and she got me this for half off. I've been to TJ Maxx and Marshall's more than I've been anywhere else this year, so I've gotten a ton of good deals on makeup there. I might do a whole video on all of the makeup that I bought from TJ Maxx and Marshall's because it's starting to become a pretty big portion of my makeup, and I'm thrilled about it because they're such good deals and the makeup is awesome. So yeah, I might make that video real soon, but I'm really happy with $252. I would love to spend less than that for the rest of the year, and I think I can, but also I don't want to hold myself to that because I feel like that's a good number. I'd like to stay around there. I'm sure if I went back and looked at the amount of money I spent on makeup in 2020, it like far exceeds that. Oh my gosh, I don't even want to know how much I spent in 2020 to be honest, but I'm giving myself a pass because we were on lockdown, we were stuck inside, I had to find joy in material items, and I found that joy in makeup. So yeah, I'm sure I spent a lot less this year than I did last year. For the rest of the year, I would love to stay around the $250 mark. I think that's a pretty good place to stay. You know, I just have to be good about using my coupons, using discount discount codes when they're available, shopping at TJ Maxx, and using my CVS rewards points, which I'm a CVS member now. My mom got me all signed up, so hopefully I should be able to get some more good deals in the future. But now that we have talked about all of the makeup that I bought in 2021 so far, all of the money I spent on makeup in 2021 so far, I want to do a little reflecting on how I've been feeling about my makeup low buy and how I want to change things moving forward. So when I decided to do a makeup low buy in January of 2021, I set out some rules for myself. One of the rules that I set for myself was a 1 in, 1 out rule, meaning that I could only buy a new makeup item after I finished something in that category. So the example I used is you can buy a new blush when you finish a blush. But did I do that? Of course I didn't. Why would I do that? I love blush, and honestly I think that was kind of a silly rule. Does that rule work sometimes? Yes, the rule works really well when it comes to things like primer. I've absolutely followed that rule for primer. I've never had more than one primer at once. It also works well with foundation because I don't usually like to use more than like 2 foundations at once. It works great with setting spray because I don't usually like to use more than 1 setting spray at once. So there are situations in which it works, and I want to keep using it where it works. But in other categories, I just don't think that's feasible. A big one is blush, and a lot of you guys have been really kind to me in the comments when I'm kind of, you know, criticizing myself for buying too much blush, where you say like, hey, that's clearly a makeup item you love a whole lot, and it's not bad to buy things that you love as long as it's within reason. So I'm gonna stop beating myself up on buying so much blush, because I did finish 1 blush this year, which is really hard to do. I think in my first makeup low buy intro video, I severely underestimated how hard it is to finish makeup products that aren't like primer or setting spray, because it takes a really long time to finish blush. And if I were to only buy a new blush every time I finished a blush, I would probably buy like 2 blushes all year, which would just suck because I love blush, and I'm gonna keep buying pretty much as many blushes as I want. Within reason, of course, but yeah, I'm not really gonna limit myself to the amount of blushes I buy. I'll try not to buy more than like 1 or 2 a month, maybe. Wink. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna stop being so harsh on my blush rules. Same with water activated liner. I don't think I ever really made that a rule for myself, but water activated liner is gonna get purchased in my collection whenever I see a water activated liner that's interesting to me, because that and blush are my 2 favorite categories of makeup. Blush, water activated liner, and lip gloss are like my 3 favorite things in the makeup world, so I really don't want to limit myself too much on them. Lip gloss, I've honestly been really good about though. I don't think I showed you a single lip gloss. I haven't bought any lip gloss this year, which is wild. I have had some lip products sent to me, which is cool, but I really haven't bought any lip products this year except for that Becca one, which I'm giving away. And I do like the 1 in, 1 out rule for lip gloss, just because I have so many lip glosses that I acquired last year, and those do tend to expire a little faster. So that's really my main reason with lip gloss, is like I want to get through them so that they don't expire and get smelly. Whereas with blush, you know, blush lasts a little longer, water activated liner lasts a really long time, so I don't really need to worry as much about cycling those out of my collection. Whereas with lip gloss, I feel like I do. So I am going to continue to maintain the 1 in, 1 out rule for lip gloss. I've already finished like 3 this year, so I got 3 in the bank that I can buy whenever I want. But yeah, lip gloss, primer, setting spray, concealer are like the only real things that I feel like I can continue to do the 1 in, 1 out rule for. But for everything else, I'm not keeping that rule. And I feel like going forward with my makeup low buy, the only real rules I'm gonna give myself are to just really try to think about things before I buy them. A rule I kind of adopted throughout the year that I didn't mean to is not buying things on launch day, because I find that I definitely give into the launch day hype. You know, people get really excited. They're like 3 hours till launch, 2 hours till launch. They got a little countdown on their Instagram stories, and you're ready at your computer and you're ready to go. And I definitely used to buy into that hype a lot, but I have found that by not giving into the launch day hype and buying things right on launch day, usually 2 to 3 days later, I'm like, meh, I didn't really want that all that much. So I found that's been helpful on my makeup low buy. And yeah, I don't know, that's kind of the only rules I've been going with. I don't really have rules, you know? I'm loosely doing the 1 in, 1 out rule on certain products, but for the most part, I'm just really trying to think more about why I want to buy something. I've been doing a lot more collection videos on my channel as sort of like an exercise for for me to see, okay, what does my collection in this category look like? Let's look at all my blushes. Let's look at all of my lip glosses. Let's look at all of my water activated liners. That way, when I go to buy a new item in one of those categories, I can say, okay, this is adding value to my collection. This is adding a color I don't have yet, or this is adding a finish that I don't have yet. I want my collection to be unique. I don't want to have a bunch of repeats of something. I don't want to be duping my own collection, you know? So that's really where I'm at with it. But I would love to know how you guys are doing on your makeup low buy. I know a couple of you told me that you were doing a makeup no buy, which like, you deserve a trophy. That is amazing. That's a tough thing for sure. Maybe I'll pick a month and do a no buy. I don't know, probably not. That makes me too nervous to think about. But I'd love to know how you guys are doing on your makeup low buys and no buys. Do you have any tips for me? I don't know, do you adhere to a set of rules, or do you have more of like a philosophy like I do? I don't know if you can even call it a philosophy, but do you have more of just like an attitude of thinking about why you're bringing stuff into your makeup collection, or do you have really strict rules where you're like, I can only buy this amount of this category and this amount of this category, and I can only spend this amount and that's it? I would love to know. This is my first year even attempting a makeup low buy, so I'm very much a noob and I would love to hear your tips. But yeah, that's gonna bring us to the end of this video. I thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. I'll link a bunch of my makeup collection videos down below, my makeup inventory, all of that stuff. I feel like that's all related content, so I'll definitely link a bunch of those videos in the description for you. Also in my description box, I will have a bunch of Black Lives Matter resources, resources to support the Asian American community, and resources to support the LGBTQ+ community. So please click on those links if you haven't yet. And I thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna miss you so much. I can't wait to see you again. Okay, bye.